Hello class, this is a video tutorial on factoring non-monic quadratics using the same or similar sum product rule. So let's just get a quick explanation. In the previous ones that you've seen in the previous videos, we have a quadratic of ax squared plus bx plus c. In the ones that you've seen, a is equal to 1. Okay, so in these ones that you're going to see, a is going to be greater than, so it's not going to be equal to 1 or 0. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, and so on. So let's get straight into it. Now, the method is very similar. There's some slight tweaks that we have to do to make it effective. We get 2x squared plus x minus 3. In the previous examples that you saw for quadratics, we needed factors of -3. Now, instead of -3, we are going to take factors of this number times c. So it's going to get factors of ac. By that I mean this example, our a is 2, our c is 3, so ac is going to be -6. We want factors of -6. Okay, let's just start listing them out. We can have 1 times -6, that works. Now let's see if this adds up to +1. So it's going to be 1 plus minus 6. That's really 1 take away 6 is -5. That doesn't work. Let's try -1 times 6. So -1. Let's see if these numbers add up to 1. -1 plus 6. Well, that's going to be +5. So that doesn't work because remember, we want 1. Okay, let's keep going. Let's try +2 times -3. Let's test it out. 2 plus minus 3. 2 plus minus 3 is -1, which is very close. I believe it's going to be the next one. It's going to be -2 times 3. Let's test this one. -2, let's test it out. -2 plus 3, that's 3 minus 2, that's +1. So this is the one that we want. Okay, so we want factors of -2 and 3. But now how we go about doing this is, sure, we factorize it like we normally do, but this time, see how it's 2x? It's going to be 2x, and it's going to be another 2x. And then whatever these numbers are, we're going to place them in here. -2, it's going to be +3. But now, here's where it gets really interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to divide everything by whatever number this is, whatever a is, divided by 2. And to get rid of it, what we need is we need to factorize further any of the brackets. So if we focus on 2x minus 2, that bracket there, can you see how there's a common factor of 2? So I'm going to take that common factor out of 2x minus 2, which leaves us with x minus 1, 2x plus 3 over 2. Now, since the top is fully factorized, we can cancel out any common factors in top and bottom, which leaves us with just, I'm going to put this one first, 2x plus 3 and x minus 1. So this one in red will be factorized. So this will factorize into this one here. Okay, that was a little tricky, so I'm going to do a few more examples here. Let's do another example. Question B. We have 3x squared plus 16x plus 5. So the first thing we do is we take the product of 3 and 5, the lead and the leading coefficient, which is 3, and the rear coefficient, which is 5. So we want factors of 15. Not just that, we want factors of 15 that add to 16. Let's test them out. Let's try 1 times 15. So 1 times 15 is 15. Okay, so let's try now. Does 1 plus 15 equal 16? Yes, it does. So we get it in the first go. It's good. It's great. Okay, so now remember, this is going to factor into 3x like this and 3x like that. So no matter what this is, it's going to be 3x and 3x. Then whatever these are, 1 and 15, 1 and 15, just put 1 and 15. But whatever we find, we're going to divide everything by this number. So it's going to be 3. Then we factor out any common factors. This has no common factors. 3x plus 15 has a common factor of 3. So this is going to be 3x plus 1 times 3 outside x plus 5, all divided by 3. Take a look. We can cancel out these common factors, which leaves us with this factorization, which is 3x plus 1 x plus 5. We'll do one more example so we get the hang of it. So let's go with question C, which is going to be 5x squared plus 13x minus 6. Once again, we want factors of 5 times 6. So we want factors of 30. Not just 30, negative 30. So 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. So let's start testing out factors of negative 30. So we'll go with 1 times negative 30. 1 plus negative 30 equals negative 29. That won't work. Negative 1 times 30. So negative 1 plus 30 is positive 29. That won't work. 2 times negative 15. 2 plus minus 15. That gives me 2. That's negative 13. I think I know the next one is going to be it. So negative 2 times positive 15. So let's test it out. Negative 2 plus 15. So 15 minus 2 is 13. This is the one that works. Everything else doesn't. So we want factors of 2 and 15. Okay, so now remember, whatever this is what we're going to factor into. It's going to be 5x 5x. It's going to be negative 2 and 15, so negative 2 and 15. And we're going to divide everything by whatever the number this is, so it's going to be 5. Common factor of 5 in this one, so we're going to take 5x minus 2. There's no common factor in that one, but there is a common factor in this one, so it's going to be 5 outside x plus 3, all divided by 5. Cancel, and we're left with 5x minus 2 x plus 3. And that there's how to factor non-monic quadratics using the sum product rule.